Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to the Underdark. Down in the depths of the Underdark, as our adventurers are trying to escape with their lives from this monster-infested, demon-riddled terror of a place. Now, before we get back to all of that scary stuff, let us have a quick shout out and thank you to all of the fine, lovely people who catch up with us when we are offline, watching those VODs, wherever you get the chance to see them. Crow. I've told you once, I've told you twice. Now, we are, super thankful that you can join us and catch up with our stories whenever you get the chance to. If you can't, if you can join us live, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to have you here. McLuff, Kagizor, I see you there. Thank you so much for coming on by today. And also, massive thanks to our friends down there in Australia at Sirenscape, giving us the platform and the technologies to share with you all of the cool music and sound effects that we have going around here in our ears. Also, on the music front, there is even more wonderful stuff to be had over at the YouTube channels RPG Music Maker Travis Savoy and also Epic Journey. And finally, on Patreon, Will Savino for the incredible fantasy music that we use in all of our shows. Now, with that said, let us get back into things and get back to the Underdark. And I'm sorry, Elora, you're breaking my immersion. Sat in the sunshine.
Sorry. Am I left?
Yeah, that's no, it's fine. You're fine there.
Okay.
You look like you've had a fight with your character. I'm kind of edging away from her. So, last time we were here, we had a very nice little RP-full episode last time where our players were coming into their new skills, becoming attuned to new things, talking to their various seemingly sentient objects, and settling down for the night on the edge of the Dark Lake section of the Underdark. And as this was happening, we finally got around to Ignatius and his turn to be on watch. Luckily, for a barbarian, he was being particularly observant, more so than maybe you would be expecting, and he noticed something strange moving, like his camera there, as he was just off center there, moving through the water. He noticed a weird flow, an unnatural flow in the water near the rocky edge of where they are camped, as a poor crow lost in the Underdark comes flapping by. That one is not Sirenscapes. That one's the real one.
Sorry.
It's okay. I mean, we're used to having Stevens birds in the background, so thank you for filling in while he's getting set up. He is getting set up, so he'll be here in just a second. And Ignatius luckily managed to notice that something was up, something was not right, and avoided being ambushed and surprised by the strange creature, this rush of water with a face and strange kind of pseudopods that were lashing and writhing up out of the water below as a water weird came surging up, and you were attacked by this elemental creature. He's almost there. Exit 2 little blue dots. There he is. Now, dear players. No, that's all right. Just finished the wrap up. So, I want to do something a little different. I haven't done this before on any of my streams. So, thank you for being my little guinea pigs here. Could you please... Hey, Kagisa. Could you please introduce yourselves? We'll go left to right on my screen as my people are seeing it. Sorry if it's different to yours, CarniSideShow. But I want you to quickly just introduce. Who are you? What's your character's name and class, and where are they at right now? What's going on with you? So, first on my screen, well, leftmost on my screen is Elora Illustris. Please.
Okay, yeah. My name is Sam. My character's name is Alora. She is a high elf rogue, and right now she just chose to become an assassin when she reached her 3rd level. She is hoping to find the members of her outlaw band, the Green Dagger, who she lost in the Underdark when she was captured. And she's also hoping to bring everyone back safely after having lost several members of this group. She's kind of angry at herself, but determined to be better.
If it helps, you can blame me.
It's not all your fault. It's not all your fault.
Thank you very much. Now, are you using speaker because it's a bit echoey?
I am not. I think so. Yeah.
I wonder what that's echoing from. Sorry, I'm just making buns bigger. Bigger buns. There you go. Zoop. Okay. Thank you very much. Next on my screen is our Minotaur Ignatius. Yes, Kagisaur. We'll wait till his turn, but Zakan will explain why he is not a Warforged. Despite appearances. So, sorry, Ignatius, please.
Well, I am Ignatius Poppy Zarillis from the Feywild, actually. I grew up in Evermeet after it was transferred back to the Feywild from Toril. And while patrolling, I was caught in an ambush by the Drow and taken to the Underdark. I just got here probably, what was it, a day ago? 2 days ago, maybe?
A few days now. You've been traveling for a few days after escaping.
So probably the most recent arrival here. Still trying to figure out what's going on. But I did learn that my unit, my fellow warriors have been captured as well. And then on a mission to find them.
Thank you very much. Next up for me is Corbin. Muted.
You hear me now?
Okay.
Okay. I was saying, that's me. I'm Buns.
True.
My name is Buns, or Bunny. My character's name is Corbin, just the one name for now. And I am playing a recently masked Mercy monk, or Monk of the Way of the Mercy. And their big thing is actually that they were looking for Lady Allura after hearing news about them and their cool, awesome assassin punch group, and it fit the bill for them perfectly, as they were sort of dropped off by their family to become muscle for their thief group. But they're much more than that. And they'll be even better than them, and they'll prove it, even if they got down here on accident. But I did find them, so I sort of succeeded.
Yeah, good start, good start. And last but not least, Zakan.
My name is Steven, and I am playing Zakan. They are a Aasimar ranger, recently become a Gloomstalker specifically, and they are tasked with leading people lost in the Underdark, so to bring them back to the light and to drive out shadow and darkness that may be in the Underdark, which, as you might imagine, is an eternally ongoing quest, one that they've pursued for over 100 years.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And I am John, who is playing everyone else. So, speaking of everyone else, first and foremost, in this little part of our adventure, we are stuck fighting this water weird, this strange elemental beast that has grabbed hold of Ignatius. And at the end of last session, manage to overcome even the barbarian's massive strength and drag him into the water and below the surface. And he is there, struggling against his captor. Although, for the rest of you, now that, and actually for you too, Ignatius, now that the water weird is submerged back in the water, it's completely invisible. You cannot make it out from the rest of the water. And it is going to be rather tricky to deal with, I would imagine. So,
Visible,
me-
you say?
let me engage Sirenscape. Okay. So, it is your turn, I think, Corbin, because the turn order is on the water weird, but that was last time when they were dragged Ignatius into the water, I believe. So, please do your worst. Whilst I actually open roll 20.
So
Thank you,
I
my bluff.
can't see
Sorry.
the water weird, but because they have Ignatius like in their hold, would I be able to make him out?
You can make a guess. So I mean, it will be with disadvantage, but you can make an attack.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
my bluff in our chat over here is this: I always enjoy your evil chuckle.
Okay. Go to my character sheet.
Anyone who would know John in real life would be very surprised at the contrast.
Thank you.
It is.
Evil in there.
I would like to. This is weird, but yeah. Can I use? I'm gonna dive in. Like I'm gonna dive in after him to go
okay.
down.
Nice.
Um,
Now, Elora, Ignatius.
would that
no,
be
Ignatius,
an action or would that be my move turn? That's
Just part of your
what I need
movement.
to know.
Yeah, Elora and Zakan. I need cards, please. You know, how many points for this dive form? Barely.
Right,
Do we roll acrobatics to see how much of a splash there is?
I'll do it. I'll roll acrobatics right now.
Come on, let's do this. Let's do this.
See how graceful that dive is.
It was pretty graceful. 15.
Okay. Elora, Zakan, how are we scoring this?
8.
8. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad.
8? That's not bad, especially when I'm trying to impress them. So definitely try to swim down and then. Oof. How close does that get me to where I think Ignatius is? Because that's kind of what I have to aim at.
I was very
Your
tempted.
swim speed is like half your walk speed or something.
Yes, so that means I'm 20 because my speed is 40.
Yeah.
Could I spend a key point to dash if
think-
it's swimming?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, well then I would like to do
And I
that
think
so that I can have my full
as it's called
40
step
to
of the
get
wind,
downtown.
right? Step of the wind. So I think it'll make this really nice, like bubble trail behind you. Like,
Okay, and then I'm going to start punching at Ignatius
swim and
because it's
punch.
surrounding him.
Yeah.
So
Go around him.
Just like,
Give them healing punches.
die, water,
one of
die.
them,
The
one
good
of them
mercy
said, like,
punches.
die, water, die. Let me do this roll.
Okie dokie.
He fueled attack. Cha. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna we're gonna try out my hand of harm.
Ooh, here it comes. New toys, new toys. Who dis?
So do I roll
Harm tattooed
the
on
Fury of
those.
Blows first? Because I have to choose one of the hits to do it. So do I roll for Fury of Blows first?
Well, you have to roll to hit first, and then if after we've done the normal attack, you can choose to engage.
Okay, so
Perish,
then
foul, but good. Yes, my
so
love.
the first unarmed strike.
Yeah, so just do the first
Sha-sha.
attack.
Was a 7?
I'm afraid you
Yeah.
whoosh harmlessly through everyday water.
I'm getting my bearings.
Remember, this is a mistake we made the first time. You don't have to hit to do the flurry of blows. You just have to make the attack action,
Yeah, that's what I was.
which is good.
Not doing that with my attack action.
Okay. Yeah.
'Cause-
So After you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Okay.
So, if you would like to do so, please do so.
Yeah, now, sorry. Yes. So,
And then the Hand of Harm, you decide that once you've hit.
once I've hit.
Yeah, so on a hit, you do the extra damage. I like the automatic thing on D&D Beyond here. It's like 1d4 plus 0. Hey.
No, really, it does. And it just rolled the exact same thing again.
Okay, that's the first flurry of blows attack. The second one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 25.
There it is.
Ooh.
Okay, that's not a natural 20 though, right? It's like 19 or something.
Yes, it was. I rolled the B on the little D&D Beyond
There you
dice.
go.
That's
There
the
you
20.
go. Natural 20. Please, Buns, you have to. It's a B for Buns. No, you have to say because we do have a nat 20 emote now, so you have to say these things.
Oh, okay. So now I do
Fly,
hand
my phoenixes fly.
Okay.
All right.
So yes, I'm picking Hand of Harm, so now I just roll damage because it doesn't have anything for me to roll to hit.
Yeah. Well, that was the roll to hit, the 25. Yeah. So that hits, and yet roll me the damage with the extra. Thanks, Eddie. So yeah, your normal strike plus the d4.
Another D4?
Yes, your
'Cause
normal.
I already...
So yes, it's 2d4 plus 3 total.
Yep, so plus 3, then yeah, 5.
Okay, now let's have a little look here. Okay, what was the second d4?
The one of the 2d4 plus 3, I rolled a 1, and plus 3 equals 5.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good though, because unfortunately your bludgeoning attacks do not seem as effective as you would hope, and despite punching into this beast, you do not manage to injure it too much. But the necrotic damage is full, all one of it. So that is a total of 3 damage.
Okay.
On the Water Weird, because I'm afraid later on, right, you get to the point. You get to the point where your punches become magical, right? But that's not yet, is it?
No.
Okay.
Well, I have to specifically call a key infused strike, a key charged attack.
Mhm.
That's what it says.
If you spend a key point as part of your action on your turn, you can make one attack with an unarmed strike or your monk weapon as a bonus action
As a
before
bonus
the end
action
of the turn.
before
So
the end
yes,
of the turn.
you get
Oh,
that
wait,
now
yeah.
as well. So you still got another attack to go. Monks.
Sorry.
Punch.
Monk turns. Well then, since it says monk weapon, does that mean that I can use my sickle?
Yep.
Then heck yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Now, just a moment here.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, the problem with the sickle is slashing damage, which underwater is at disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't want to
afraid.
take disadvantage if I'm technically like aiming at my ally. I don't want to accidentally like cut. Then the only other weapon that I have is my darts.
I mean, you can punch again. It's unarmed. It's unarmed or.
Punch no work. Immediately start striking with other weapons.
Continuous punch.
Continuous punch. All right, here's another one. Yeah.
Flurry of blows and then some.
There's another 5.
Damage. Okay. Thank you. Now, the good news is that, unfortunately, that is rounded down to 2.
Yes.
But that is exactly what you needed to push it into
Oh heck yeah.
a bloodied state. So it is at half of its hit points. Let's put you with this little underwater token as well. Where is the badge?
Okay.
There it is. Submerged. Okay, so you, yes, comes charging over, whoosh, Beautiful dive. Elora and Zakan score you favorably, and you swim down. There's a whoosh of bubbles as you use your step of the wind to go further down into the water, and then you attack the water weird as best you can. Funny, very difficult to make out where it could be, looking for strange shifting parts of the water, and you lash out your that one fist in the midst of this flurry of blows glows with this dark energy writhing around the fist once more, and that seems to you actually get a decent view, which I think is why the next the next attack hit, as these like dark tendrils, almost like veins, black veins, spread across this invisible surface, and you give it a good punch. And it is Ignatius's turn, sir.
All right. Cool.
So you let me just recheck this here. You are grappled, so you can either attack or try to escape.
Right. Is there any other extra damage? I can't remember.
Nope. No, until the grapple ends, the target is restrained and the water weird tries to drown it.
Well then, I was originally gonna try and break out, but Ignatius, still in his rage, dragged underwater. Seeing Corbin come down, join the fight, thinks, and seeing now that you said it's bloodied?
It is.
Oh, even though it's invisible, I assume that it's working. So I'm going to maintain my rage and also my spectral guardians to try and protect Corbin as I go for another reckless attack at this thing.
Go for it. So that would be a straight roll because you've got disadvantage and then to advantage, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, let's see. That is a 15.
15 is enough. You hit.
Oh, nice. Cool. So that is 9, 15 damage slashing.
15? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, despite the the disadvantages of being stuck underwater and the ungainliness of your great axe underneath the waters here, you just hulk out. It's like, no, and it's like start to swing the axe with all of your fury, which does make it hit home as the water weird is unable, grappling onto you to shift out of the way in time, and you cause a massive wound as some of the water is displaced into other parts of the water.
Nice. That's my yell. All right.
No pink bubbles.
Cool. Yeah, more bubbles.
No, not this time. Not this time.
Oh.
All right. Thank you. So, just checking something there. Okay. Thank you very much. Any bonus actions or anything?
Not yet.
Okay. Zakan, you are next, and Ilori, you are on deck, so you're after him. So, Zakan, what you up to? Are you frozen? You look frozen.
I think he's frozen.
You look very frozen. Oh, very, very thoughtful.
It's like the perfect freeze frame. Like, take a picture of it.
Let me just peruse my character sheet here. Okay. The elf rogue skips and dashes into action faster than Zakan can even react. Elora. You're suddenly up.
So I run forward, seeing all of my friends in the fray, and my new friend dive in after Ignatius. So I think I'm going to use my short sword.
They are far below the surface, out of range, I'm afraid, unless you are also diving.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'm diving then. What do I have to roll for that?
Well, I mean, if you're worried about the form, that was an acrobatics check. If you don't,
Okay, sorry. I didn't know.
You don't have to roll anything.
Okay.
You
So
may
I
choose,
dive in as well.
choose to roll.
And the first, I already rolled it. The first one didn't hit, but I'm going to use my bonus action.
What was this? What was the score?
2 weapons. I rolled a 5. It was 11? 11, yeah.
Okay, so these attacks. So you're saying this is with your short sword?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you go with? Did you go with Did you roll with disadvantage then?
I just rolled the first time, but I guess I'll roll again and see.
No,
if
it's okay because
even worse
the short sword doesn't get disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
yeah. I just rolled one.
Okay, I'm afraid Zakaran has lost internet. So. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna use my bonus action to try and hit one more time with
Yep.
two
Do
weapon
the
fighting.
offhand. So roll to
On
hit
my
with.
second swing.
Now, what weapon are you using in your offhand?
Oh, they're both short swords. I have two
Okay.
short swords, and that
So
one also does not hit.
Oh, bad luck. Yeah, you just.
So I'm just
your first
submerged.
attempt. Yes, your first attempt at subaquatic combat here. It is rather tricky. Okay, thank you. Right now, moving on. I will do Zakans for him. As he is offline briefly. Let's see. Yeah, he doesn't have. Actually, yeah, I think he'll just draw his longbow. It's just like, and just and fire down. Now, let's have a look at this combat underwater ranged weapon. Da-da-da-da. Okay, it does have a disadvantage unless it's a crossbow. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna shoot with disadvantage. Like very carefully aiming his shot as you're all like twirling around each other and swirling around underneath like a synchronized swimming team. And he shoots. And that is going to miss, unfortunately, but not hit any of you either. So, you kind of, Ignatius kind of look up angrily as this arrow just through the water next to you. You're like, hey! Okay, and it is the Water Weird's turn. So, it's going to do its constricting damage on you, sir.
Oh boy.
Let me get my conditions up here. See if do I just hit you automatically, or is it advantage? I think because you are grappled, then because it's just constricting the grapple that it already has you in. So, it's just
automatic.
Automatic hit, not a crit.
Ugh.
So constrict,
Ugh.
and that is 16. 16 bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning. Halved to 8.
Yes.
Barbarians. Oh, back.
But did we lose? Oh no.
Just came back.
Yeah, I'm just here on voice at the moment until
bad luck, mate.
the home's internet comes back up. Yeah, it's dropped for the entire house.
Oof.
Oh.
Ouch. Okay, but we got you loud and clear. Thank you. Okay, sorry, I missed on your behalf with an arrow. Apologies.
Oh yeah, sorry, I should have texted it. Zakan was just going to, if it's allowed, go in with a rope and have the NPCs on the shore hold the other end of the rope and dive in after
Okay.
Ignatius and.
Yep. Well, that would be
Corbin
that would be your movement. So you shot and then you did this.
Yeah. So has the rope and hands it off to Alora or someone on the shore amongst the NPC party.
Alora is also in the water now.
I jumped in.
Everyone is underwater.
Yeah, so Zakan, under the mask, like rolls their eyes, hands it to, someone big and strong amongst the NPCs, and says, "This is not a good strategy. Here, take this. I'll get them out."
And the Water Weird just has a crush on Ignatius, what can I say? And has done some damage there, but not as much as it would hope. And
Oh boy, here comes the puns.
I'm getting limbered up for Honey Heist next week. And it is Corbin's turn.
Okay. So I'm down here
Cracks knuckles. Yes.
because it worked the first time. I think I'm going to. This has thrown. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with my dart so I can do more of a slashing action, especially after seeing Ignatius do damage with his axe.
Okay.
Kind of following his lead there.
Going with what? Sorry, the dagger.
Yeah. My sickle. You said dagger.
Oh, with the sickle. Okay. Yep. The sickle.
Yep.
There is disadvantage on the roll. Underwater.
So roll twice and then take the lowest.
Please.
So that's the first one, which is an 11, and the second one, which was a 21. So my lowest roll is an 11 with disadvantage.
Okie doke. It's not enough, I'm afraid.
Ooh.
Just that's. And are you going to use any of your key fueled things?
Yeah. I'm really bad. I'm just switching weapons back and forth, trying to do damage, and just
This one,
just windmilling in the water. Okay, so here's my roll to hit. I'm going to do one of my key charge strikes, and got to roll first to hit. Yeah.
So this is the bonus action one.
Mhm.
Okay.
That one is 17.
Oh, but you need to have used key to do this.
Yep, I'm marking it. I think that's my last one.
No, but I mean you have to. So you have to do a flurry of blows or something.
Okay.
If you use your key for something else, then you can do this attack.
Got it. Sorry. So then this is me roll the different roll. I rolled a 19.
So this is the flurry of blows.
Hit.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, and now doing straight. Hey, I rolled a crit. I rolled a 4.
A 4. Oh, it's gone again.
Yep. There's 1d4 for the hand of harm, the key fueled attack I'm doing. For the hand of harm, it's 1d4, and I rolled a 4.
Thank you very much. Okay, noted. And you have one more unarmed attack.
Yep.
I know, Kagiso. Thank you. Juggling.
It's a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Damage 7.
7. Okay, thank you. So that is down to 3. And you got the last one. And you're gonna get this one too. It is now no longer bloodied. It is on its last legs, as it has gone to 10 or below.
Means it's up to Ignatius. Kill it.
It is Ignatius's turn.
Right.
How about it,
try
sir?
my best. I'll just go for the same thing then. Come on, dice. There's a natural 20.
Aye, there it is.
There it is.
Excellent.
All right.
Feel that water.
So, I've never had a natural 20 before on this game. So, do you do double or roll twice?
Roll double the number of dice. So
Okay, you don't double
more.
the one number.
Yeah, just roll. Yeah, extra dice. More
Okay.
dice. More dice.
Cool. So that is a. Oh no. Well, the second one wasn't very good. It's all right. It's 13 points of slashing damage.
13 points of slashing damage. Okay, reduced to 6. Whoop. Okay, thank you very much. You still feel its grip on you, I'm afraid.
Ah.
Anything else?
Nope. Unfortunately.
Okay, Zakan. You come diving down through the water.
Yeah, so they've got the rope in one hand and then their spear in the other hand, and they are swimming towards. Were they able to get all the way there on their first one, or if not, then they're going to move into melee?
The second one now, yeah.
Yeah. So they get there and motion to Alora and Corbin to
Okay, Sam.
grab onto the rope.
Okay.
And we're going to lash out with their spear. And they do know where the water weird is.
Okay. What's the deal with that? Oh god.
So
first.
thanks to
Oh, no, okay.
blind fighting. I mean,
Yeah, you're good, yeah.
Cool. Jesus, one thing after another. So thanks to blind fighting, that any creature that is within 10 feet, even if invisible, they know where it is.
All right.
You can see an invisible creature within that range.
Nice. So yeah, you can see this faint outline of this watery creature swirling and whooshing around Ignatius and between the rest of you. So, straight roll.
That's going to be with the spear, not great. 13.
13. Okay. It's just enough. You're
nice.
to hit.
I am. So, yeah. Stabs it in there. We got. So that's 3, plus I think last session did mark as a favorite foe. I have one marked off here. I think it was for the water weird.
Yes.
So that's a whopping 4 points of damage in total.
What type of damage, please?
All of that would be spear, sorry. Piercing? Yeah, piercing damage.
Okay, look. Excuse me, we're playing musical chairs today, everyone.
We are.
So sorry.
Look, it's real dark in the water. We can't find each other. It's chaos.
Keep me guessing. Okay, that is... Sorry, what type of damage is it again? Sorry. Stephen, what type of damage?
Piercing.
Piercing. Okay, and that was a total of 3, you said?
4 total.
Total. Okay, so that's down to 2. Okay. Thank you. Anything else on your turn?
Nope. I think they're just going to use whatever spare moments they have to indicate to everyone that they should grab onto the rope once we're done with this.
Yes. All right. Thank you. And Elora, back just in the nick of time. What you doing?
Okay, so while I'm still submerged, I'm going to attempt to do what I did before, which was use my short sword. And I got a 21 to hit.
Are you rolling with disadvantage?
No.
Yeah, roll another one, please, and take the lower.
Okay. Okay, I got an 11. That didn't work.
Oh, hang on. No, sorry. Short sword's one of the okay ones, because I always think short sword's slashing, but it's piercing, isn't it? Sorry. No, you're right. The first one was okay. So roll the damage.
All right. So I got
Apologies.
a dirty 21.
Mm-hmm.
And for piercing damage, I got an 8.
Oh, right. I mean,
And as my bonus action?
Well, let me stop you there. As the trend continues,
Alora, the finisher.
the finisher,
Oh,
Again.
the assassin, aka the finisher, as Alora plunges down through the water and with that cool, you see it in some Chinese films sometimes where they do that cool leap and they do that with the thrust of the sword. They do cool. There's some cool sword kata that they do with that. One of those, but underwater. And,
Yeah.
it was your best guess, but it was a good one apparently. As the whatever it is, you feel a slight resistance, more than the natural water would give, and Ignatius, suddenly you feel yourself released, and all of you. One of those, but underwater. Exactly. You find yourselves released, and you all quickly grab onto the rope. And our friends up here on the surface, one of them was on spotter duty and was like peering over, and they see you all grabbing onto the rope, and he turns around and he's like, it's Jim Jar. He's like, all right, everyone, let's heave, and everyone starts pulling, and you're all swimming as well, and you'll start rising up through the water, and whoosh, you
Right? Go to
break the surface of the dark lake. Now, what's everyone's passive perception?
Oh.
15, I want to see.
12.
11.
Zakhan, was it 15? Yeah, confirmed.
Yeah, it is 15.
Okay.
15,
Zakhan,
yeah.
as you were diving down, and maybe had your vision was a bit clearer behind the mask, as opposed to being, like with the water in your eyes and everything. Can you roll me a d6, please?
It actually works like a snorkel mask. It's got a seal
It's
around
actually
it.
sealed. Handy.
That's a 3 on the d6.
3. Thank you very much. You see.
Always alert, danger.
It seems that this creature, this water weird, was guarding something. As further down below, you see the glint of something shiny.
Ooh.
I think then as they're how like far down is it?
I would say it's about 100 feet down.
100 feet. Wow.
Yeah. Now, remember, you can hold your breath for ages in D&D. So,
Everyone is fucking Ryan Lochte.
you can hold your breath. Well, you can hold your breath for 2 minutes. So you'd have 20 rounds of movement.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's 2 minutes plus your strength modifier, right?
No, it's 1 plus your con mod.
Okay.
Oh, 1 plus your con mod. Okay, I was gonna say because Zakhan has garbage strength.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
plus.
Yeah, I think
so
they
you've got 3
surface
minutes.
and like. So they know where it is in surface, and once everyone's back on the surface, they say, I spotted something down there in the water. I'm going to return for it, but anything seems like it's going to try and eat me. Please let me know.
Do you want backup?
Can any of you see things which are otherwise invisible in the darkness?
I mean, I can barely see now, but
I can swim.
I can swim.
Much respect and gratitude for the offer. I would rather not put anyone else at risk. This is familiar to me.
Okay, well, if you see something flying towards you from above, it means something was coming.
Remain aware. And they go ahead and do their own jump back into the water, although it is not at all graceful. It's just
Cannonball.
a dive.
Okay.
Right? Cannonball.
That's Ignatius.
Cannonball out of the abyss.
Sure.
Yeah. Probably past me as I'm coming back up. It's like, what's going on? You going back down? What?
Okay.
What?
So, as
I don't think there's anything to loot. It's made of water.
as Zakhan, rid of this guy, as Zakhan plunges once more into the water with powerful strokes of his arms, just whoosh, whoosh, his robes fluttering in the water behind him, kind of floating behind him, almost like a ethereal kind of vision here. As you disappeared further and further down, anyone watching from the surface eventually sees him disappear from out of the range of anyone's dark vision, I believe. And he continued to swim down Zakhan.
that they light up their light.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, those of you watching,
Dangerous.
see it.
Maybe no light.
Yes, remember that there is always a bigger fish.
Right. Yeah. Not gonna do the anglerfish thing.
And you swim down further and further, and you see where that glint had caught your eye, and there is a toppled over, submerged statue of a strange fish-looking kind of creature, similar to Shashar. It looks like it's a Kuotoa statue. And the most interesting thing about this are the very large black pearls that it has for eyes.
Black pearls and eyes. I think ever wary, Zakan is going to sort of like, look around it to make sure that it doesn't seem evil.
Okay.
How evil does it seem?
Anyway, yes, they've defeated the water weird, and they managed to escape. But as they were escaping up from the water, they found something glinting on the floor, the surface. Sorry, the. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm having a mental blank.
The bottom.
Bottom of the water. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. Sorry, the bed. It's not really an ocean. Okay, so yes, something was glinting deep
The
below,
lake bed.
and Zakarn has dived in and swum down and found a Kuotoa statue with very large black pearls for eyes. So yes, sorry sir, what are you up to?
So, taking a quick look to make sure it doesn't seem, evil or anything like that, and it's just kind of hanging out in the silt there.
Looks like it.
They'll try and experimentally move it, see how heavy it is.
Very. It's a decent size.
Are they able to, sort of pull it out?
The pearls?
Or the statue? How big is the statue?
It's a life-size statue. Sorry, and no, not a statuette. Statue.
So it's Kuotoa sized.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so they kind of make note of it, and they're just going to swim back up and go to the shore and walk over to Shar.
To Shashar? He's like, my friends, congratulations on defeating the creature.
Glad that we didn't lose anyone this time. I found something when we were engaged with that creature.
Really? What did you find?
A golden idol of some kind. It appeared to be shaped after
stone statue. It's a stone statue with these pearls for eyes.
I thought I heard gold for some reason. To make it even nicer. Okay. Yeah. So, I saw a stone statue with dark black pearls for eyes. It appeared to be of Kuotoa make. Is it perhaps important to your people? I know that they venerate such objects.
It is probably one of our forgotten gods of yesteryear. We tend to go through them quite a lot.
So you have told me. It's very flexible. Would there be any perceived offense or sacrilege in removing the more valuable parts of it for trade?
Not on my part.
Acquire some items that we need. And I will defer to your cultural sensitivities and return shortly.
Appreciate it, Zakan. You gonna swim back down?
And so I think Yeah, so they'll go over to the group and, or they probably heard it and they said, "We are perhaps clear of danger for the moment. If one of you who can see in the dark would like to accompany me, just not sure if I have the strength needed to pry out these items."
I can't see very well, but if you guide me, I should be able to help.
I think the two strongest people are the ones that are the
Except
only
that
ones
are you.
without.
I mean, the opposite. I have
You can't
minus
say
1
that.
for my strength, so I wouldn't be so much help on the strength end, but I could help
Be
you.
our seeing
same.
eye rogue. Just be our seeing
Yeah.
eye rogue.
And I think, like, as Zakan is saying, you know, that they're not sure if they're strong enough to pry stuff out because they're now soaked, like, you know, and their robes are all wet and drenched. Like, you can see that they are just super, like, skinny, like almost on a malnourished kind of level.
Gotcha.
They're wiry.
The noodle.
So,
If I may do a little aside there, everyone, please join us next month as we take part in a wonderful charity stream for No Kid Hungry. No one should be malnourished like poor Zakan is in this day and age, and
should have
the
to
wonderful
survive
people.
on mold.
Yep. The wonderful people over at the Games Tavern are doing an incredible charity event for No Kid Hungry, which we are very happy to be part of with our Descent into Avernus. This is Out of the Abyss. Descent into Avernus and Rime with the Frostmaiden campaigns will be starting and ending the event. So do drop them by and support this very worthy cause. Sorry, it's just
Sure.
just a topical moment there. Okay, so Ignatius, are you swimming back down with Zakan?
Yeah.
And as a precaution, ever an abundance of caution, he has the rope and gives Ignatius it for one hand, and he has it in his other hand.
Just tie it on.
Yeah,
Did you
just tie
say you
themselves
cast light?
together.
On something?
I think Zakan is going to stick with the darkness,
Okay.
just to not attract any attention.
Okay, so
He'll just
Again.
Ignatius will feel the tug.
Okay.
you swim swiftly back down to the bottom of the water, of the dark waters here, and indeed, Zakan, you see that statue emerging from the gloom once more, and Ignatius, whilst you can't see it, Zakan guides your hand and you feel this rough stone, slightly slimy in spots where there's some kind of algae and things on it, but he guides your hands to where the eyes are. Are you doing one each, or how are you doing this?
Zakan's going to let Ignatius take them.
Oh, so there's more than one.
There's two, yeah, well, two eyes.
Okay, cool. So do I feel both of them though, or?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
They're where you expect them. If you kind of have Shasha's face in mind.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
A little bit.
So are you not going to take one? Zakan?
Yeah, like I think Zakan's going to let Ignatius
Oh.
like take them out.
Okay.
And,
Okay. Do you have a dagger, Ignatius?
So I think
I have a javelin.
Okay. So yeah, you're gonna.
Zakan, I think, presses a crowbar into Ignatius's hands, which they have.
Okay.
And it grants advantage to strength checks where the crowbar's leverage can be applied.
Oh. Fancy.
Okay. Thank you. So, Ignatius, you use the crowbar to get in behind these very large pearls and manage to pry them free. Tuck them away, and then you start to feel your chest tighten a little and start to kick back up to the surface.
Okay. You scared for a
uh,
Zakan too.
Yeah, I thought he got cursed.
second. Where I was cut, do you mean, in size?
Right? Not too good. So yeah, you start kicking and surging back towards the surface and emerge from the lake again. Corbin and Laurie kind of like waiting there, slightly nervously, but indifferently either way. And they do both come emerging up out of the water, clambering up onto the rock. And Ignatius, at this point, I will ask for your Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh man. All right. Here we go. con save 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay, doke. Thank you. And you can you roll me a d6 actually? Sorry.
Me?
Yes.
Oh no. Oops.
1.
A 1. Okay, thank you. You don't know if you surfaced too quickly or something, but you feel a pain in your head.
Oh.
Like just a really nasty kind of migraine, kind of like headache building. And one more save, please.
Okay. Oh boy. Ooh, 23.
Okay. And one more, please.
Okay. Just keeps getting better. That's a natural 20 for 25.
Hey! Okay. And as you kind of wince and try and fight back the pain with that third save, you do feel that pain in your mind subside. And you avoid contracting blinding sickness.
Oh. Man, I'm
That's
just
the
target.
D6. Did you see? D6 was a disease type. Zakan
Holy
made you the
cow.
target there. I was like,
Thanks, Zakan.
have you read that bit of the module, Zakan? You're like, yes, Ignatius, you get them both. I will merely keep watch. Here, take my crowbar.
all you, bud. I
give
think
the-
Zakan does notice, having watched for any ill effects or something, he notices his pained expression and says, "Are you all right?"
I think there was something, but it seemed to be okay now.
So yes, Ignatius, you're in danger of either contracting blinding sickness, which is the one that you rolled, or filth fever,
Those
flesh
sound
rot, mind fire, just a straight up seizure, or the last one. I was kind of hoping you were gonna roll a 6, slimy doom.
Ooh, really?
So yes.
Jesus. Well, gonna pass those off to someone.
The barbarian was probably slimy doom indeed. Slimy. The barbarian was probably the best of you all to get that, so that's not not too shabby. Right. Jim Jar comes walking over. He's like, "Well, we're all awake anyway, so shall we make a move?"
Let's begin our way to Dark Lake. I fear that we may have more encounters between here and there.
Now we'll have to see, won't we?
So
Hey, Ignatius, you alright? You got like a bit of a head on?
I'm better now. I just need to walk a little bit.
Alright.
What am I looking at, by the way? These statues. Now that it...
Oh, there's just these two giant pearls. Two big
Oh, they're
black
pearls. Oh, okay.
Yeah, two big black pearls that were pried from the stone statue below.
Okay, cool.
And yes, if you make a note of those, just put water weird pearls, because then that'll remind me where they were.
Okay. Yeah.
Zakan gently and very abruptly touches the side of Ignatius's head, which I think they can reach. They're tallish.
Yeah.
And that sort of golden orangey light lights up on their hand, and they heal him for 3 hit points.
Ah. Nice.
Very much. Right. Okay. Thank you. Let me get rid of these various underwater markings that you have here. Okay. So, what's the plan? Are you just gonna jump in your makeshift boats and head towards Slubludup?
Myself and Shushar should probably be in the lead boat, and then we will want someone with decent vision and good awareness of the surroundings towards the back, and the more vulnerable of us in the middle. As with the caves, we stick together, we stay quiet, we watch the surroundings.
Okay. Now, there are 4 spots available in each mushroom boat. Just anyone who's joining us here for the first time, they felled these giant mushrooms in a kind of forest-like setting, and they're using the caps of those upside down and hollowed out as kind of makeshift coracles to make the rest of their journey across the Dark Lake towards Slubledop, the Courtois settlement. Okay, now, so, as I said, yeah, you can get 4 in each. So, hooey hoodoo.
Corbin and Ignatius, you cannot see well where we are at the moment, correct?
I don't know about Corbin. I cannot.
Mine is like, I would probably do best in the middle with people because I can give support from either side, and also I fast, so I can catch up to anybody. But that's also a good reason for me to be in the back, with Ignatius being like the first set of muscle that people reach. But I'm good going wherever you guys want.
Yeah, it could be Ignatius,
Just, like,
Corbin, and I in the
and just,
back.
like,
I think that's good because Alora does have dark vision, pretty keen senses.
Yep. Okay, so we've got Ignatius and Elora in the back, Corbin in the middle, and Zakarn up front with Shashar. Who would you like? Which of the other NPCs would you like to be with you?
Perhaps
The gym jar, hurry!
the dark elf dude. I forget his name.
Yep, Sareth.
You know, Jim Jar's plopping in that boat with Alora.
You sit
Yeah,
right
I think-
here.
And he gets in there like before for the scan.
Well,
Really,
he
he does, yeah.
jumps in right away, and then it's actually I think Eldrith's got your back there, Elora, as Prince Derendil starts he's like, oh yes, Lady Elora, let me assist you into the vessel, and Eldith actually shoulders past him, is like, this one's taken. She has Jim Jar's accent suddenly. And the prince is like, oh, my lady, yes, of course. Corbin.
He's so thirsty. Yes.
He just thinks that, elvish nobility should stick together.
Yeah.
His giant Quaggoth body. And so, yes, that means that Corbin, you and Prince Durandil are with the twins in the middle one.
Size-wise, that probably works out for like balance of the boat.
Right? Okay.
Durandil on one side and then all the other ones on the other.
So, you slowly carry these massive mushroom cap boats down to the edge of the water, and keeping a firm hold, each clamber into your various boats and fetching out those Zirkwood plank paddles that you fashioned. You slowly set off across the waters of the Dark Lake. Is there anything that you'd like to say as we embark on this journey? Is everyone okay?
Are we trying to necessarily be quiet right now?
I mean, I think you could call out to each other.
As long
I
as
mean,
it's in low voices though.
I forget whose watch it was, but whoever saw those Durgar come past in a boat when they were on watch, they were being quite quiet.
Okay, then since we all saw people moving around when we were doing our watches, I will also stay quiet. If I was low key about to start singing a song, but it's fine. I'll stay quiet and stuff.
Just silently keeping watch. His eyes on a swivel. Oh, actually, fun time for a new toy.
Okay. So, splash, splash of oars cutting into the mirror-like surface of the Dark Lake as you start to make your way with Shashar's guidance. And Zakarn, he frequently points out which way you need to go. And you're very, very thankful that he's with you, because it is a labyrinth. You know, like, after this initial quite open cavern full of water, you find yourselves like cutting through tunnels. At some points you will have to kind of lie down on the bottom of the boat and then just kind of like on your backs just like pull along the surface, because the roof of the cavern is like right above the level of the boats. It's like very, very low down. And at other points, you know, you're winding through these caverns and passageways where the walls are right up close with their little patches of bioluminescence here and there. And then I think Ignatius and Corbin, are you setting any lights, or are you just going to make do with the darkness, in the darkness?
I'll just try to be quiet and rely on others for their sight.
Okay.
Same. Does the prince next to me? He does have dark vision, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I'm sure he will tell me something's wrong.
Could you both make me a wisdom saving
You
throw,
guys can
please?
hear stuff, probably.
Oh boy.
Oh.
That is a 9.
Okie doke. Corbin?
16.
16. Okay. Corbin, used to, as you are meditating and being in that state and just, you know, within the darkness of your own mind, you find this actually quite peaceful, quite, you know, that the rhythmic splash of the oars and the soft murmured conversations of people in the other boats as they're whispering things to each other. Ignatius, you're much more used to the open battlefield, the wide open and, you know, illuminated spaces of the Feywild, the majestic forests, the beautiful flora stretching to the horizon. This darkness, this complete engulfing darkness, starts to get a bit much for you. So, with that failed save, we get our first chance to experience the Out of the Abyss mechanic, which is for this module specifically, as the strange energies that are suffusing this entire area, along with this triggering event, lead you to gain 1 level of madness.
Dun, dun, dun. I hate the water. I hate boats. I hate darkness.
So,
I didn't realize you were playing Black Flag.
I miss Black Flag. I'm playing Odyssey at the moment. It's great.
Same.
Hey. Right. So, Ignatius. I'm not targeting you, Chris. It just so happens every time something happens.
That's what I'm here for.
Labyrinth Minotaur, like.
So.
I thought Minotaurs were supposed to be good in dungeons.
Yeah, right.
I need 2 things from you, sir. I need a
All right.
D100 and
Okay.
a D10.
D100 is 31,
Thank you.
and the D10 is 10.
Okay. For the next 10 minutes, you are gripped with fear. You can't see, you can't protect yourself, you can't defend those with you, you can't defend your fellow comrades here. It's never ending. Just the caverns, the corridors, they just go on and on and on. You need to get out of here. You start to have a panic attack, and you are frightened of the source of your fear, And it says here, you must use your action and movement each round to flee from the source of fear, but you are completely surrounded by the darkness. So I think, Elora, you suddenly see Ignatius reacting. Now, I don't want to take the agency away here. How are you reacting here, Ignatius?
Oh, I'm probably first like trying to just ignore it, mumbling to myself like, "Oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine." And then I start thinking about all my comrades, and I'm just like, "Shit, I need to get to them. I don't know what I'm doing." Probably to start talking louder and louder, and kind of just oblivious to the world around me at this point, trying to avoid it, trying to keep my mind busy. Probably getting louder and louder.
Elora?
So Laura hears Ignatius mumbling to himself, and I turn to him and say, "Are you okay? Everything all right?"
Probably don't respond. I'm just like in my own world, like, no, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get to them. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know who these people are. What am I doing? I need to get back to my world. This is anyway.
I was gonna say, Ignatius, we're gonna be okay. We're on our way. We're going to a safe place. They're going to help us. It'll be all right. I just kind of like pat his back lightly. Hopefully he doesn't attack me, but I'm like, it's okay.
Probably twitch and just like, I don't know if it will reach through the sphere or not. For 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any healing abilities, so I don't know what else I could do.
I misheard you there. So I don't have any feeling abilities. I was like, woo, assassin in the house.
No empathy whatsoever.
I don't understand human emotion.
Healing, right? Yes. Yes.
Or minotaur emotion, I guess.
Give me a persuasion check. Now, Ignatius, how do you feel about Elora's calming words there? Is this persuasion check with? Actually, well, you can set the DC for me. Okay, so going on how she spoke to you there, and her words and how you're feeling. What is the DC? Just in your mind. Just keep it in your mind. What is the DC of this persuasion check?
Okay. Want me to reveal it, or did you say keep it in my mind?
Yeah, just keep it in your mind. Okay.
Okay.
And Elora, please roll me the persuasion check.
Is it with disadvantage or?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I got an 8, so it was not very persuasive.
8 + 1.
Yeah.
Wasn't that?
So, Ignatius, what do you do?
Probably hearing her words, I probably actually start to get louder. Just thinking like, oh, they're coming for me. There's something around. Somebody just let me know what I'm supposed to do.
The rest of you start to hear this as well as it gets louder.
Everything okay up there?
back there, I guess. Wouldn't it?
Yeah. I think maybe Elora is gonna head to the front, if possible. I guess just jumping between boats and seeing if they can contact Zakan or someone else.
I mean, you can just call out. They haven't gone too far ahead.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'll just call out. Like, I think Ignatius needs some help right now. Is there a healer anywhere? I think he's starting to feel the effects.
Tech. Yes. You have dark vision. You probably can see the smirk on my face. Yes.
Corbin to the rescue. Okay. And actually, that's my cue. I have to go. The moving company is here. They're early.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Now, all the best. Okay, hope it goes smoothly. And you'll be back with us next time, right? You're ready. You'll be ready to go. Excellent. Okay, take care.
Bye.
How close are the boats? I know you said that Alara didn't need to jump between them, but I kind of have to get to Ignatius now.
I think when she called back, you could get. I think the twins are eagerly enjoying this.
Get up there?
Yeah, and okay. You're like you two stop.
It's be like I feel like the boat like slow pulls up to the other one, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like as the boat like slowly comes in the break, how you doing?
Ignatius?
I'm still freaking out. I'm going crazy.
Okay. Cool. I haven't done this before, so here's hoping it works. And then I'm gonna slap him.
Healing punch.
Healing punch.
Snap out of it, man.
Right? I would wait. No, I said I would boot people for my heals. I would like to do a healing boop.
Healing boop.
Oh, that's right.
Our first
Having a
official
full-on
healing
panic
boop.
attack in the pitch darkness.
Right? If I like,
You're just like, hey there, feel better. Boop.
it's, like it's me. And actually, you can see the reflection off of Corbin's eyes because they're this gold color. So they really kind of so when they pull up, it's like the only source of light you see is whatever reflective surface can get their eyes. Their eyes kind of do that cat thing when the light hits it. I can't see for shit, but
The demons are coming for me.
no, it's me. Do you know that it's me? Oh, here we go, dude. Because I don't know him that well. I have very bad social skills. Okay, I'm gonna
Seem to
roll.
be having a bad day.
Corbin
Generally.
does not.
Since Corbin has arrived, everything bad has happened to Ignatius.
Corbin's like, this guy again.
Right, look. Bonus action. Sorry, I'm trying to find it so I can know exactly what I'm doing. Or do I still have to? Do I still need to roll to hit, and then if it succeeds, I do it?
No, I mean you can allow yourself to be struck.
All right, cool. So then I'm gonna go ahead and leave it as a D4. Should have been. I rolled a 2.
Okay, and that's just straight healing, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, Ignatius, if you are still injured, you take some healing,
Right.
but it does not affect your mental state, I'm afraid.
Still crazy.
I'm pulling it up to make sure that that's just plain straight healing.
Yep.
Is any status healing or anything?
It's not saying it. I'm going to keep looking, but it's not saying it.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just straight healing.
It's
So
too many.
Probably at this level.
D&D Beyond has a lot of apps.
yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Okay.
Question: Would Zakan probably be like familiar with people freaking out in the pitch blackness? Having guided people
This
through
is-
before, like
this is-
have they seen similar, or is this like a
Yes.
specific Dark Lake thing?
No, yes, but this is unnaturally induced, right? This is not just someone having being worried about the environment and things. So
Yes.
you yeah, I mean, what do you want to try?
This is
What's the
technically
plan?
more like psychic damage, right?
It needs something like
Like if he's having induced fear, or charmed. Could it be the induced
it's almost so like the kind of magic, the kind of magics things and effects that would deal with that kind of effect, yeah.
Okay, so if you
So
guys
like
are charmed-
restorative magic, shall we say?
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I got with that. I did find it. It does just say, as an action, you can spend 1 key point to restore 1d4 plus 0 hit points. So
Okay.
it's pure healing.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
just physical healing, not mental, emotional healing. Yeah, I think Zakan would just think that this is something that they've seen a lot of other people freak out about, like enclosed pitch black spaces, which is pretty natural to to have a panic attack in. And so they've just been watching from the boat and seeing if anyone else could calm them down. And after a few minutes of it, they go ahead and cast their light, which should hopefully reach across the boats.
Mm-hmm.
And are they able to walk across the boats to get to Ignatius as well?
I think the three
Or
coracles have kind of been brought together, so you can.
We can just kind of bring them together. Yeah.
Just let us
Yeah.
boat hop.
So they kind of. Yeah. So in a place that seems a bit sheltered, like not super exposed, they light up the light, and they kind of observe Ignatius for a moment. And does just bringing the light on do anything? Like even before they say anything?
I will give you another wisdom saving throw, Ignatius, just for that.
Okay.
The source of the fear being removed.
Wisdom.
Yes.
That's an 8.
An 8. Okay. It's not enough. You see strange, misshapen shadows dancing across the ceiling as stalactites are reaching down towards you, threatening to pierce through your very body.
Yeah. So I think
Still freaking out.
they see them still freaking out, and so they just they kind of motion and say, "We'll need to give him time to recover. The darkness can be difficult on those who are not accustomed to it. Ignatius, if you can hear me, just look into my face, focus on my voice. Do not perceive the things around you, just what you can see in front of you. If you can out with me. Make it through this."
And Ignatius, as you hear Zakan's words, the feeling subsides somewhat and starts to ebb away. How do you come out of this?
Slowly, just kind of open my eyes up again, take in my surroundings and say, look at it. Khan, Corbin. I apologize. I don't know what came over me. It was sudden. Thank you.
There's no need for apologies or for thanks. This is a strange and oppressive area for you. I am glad that you are back, and if you begin to feel as such again, just let us know and we can stop and rest.
Should be fine now.
And they just nod and continue on.
Okay. Thank you. Now. As the effect passes and you manage to go back to slowly making your way forwards, more relaxed, more fit to deal with this oppressive darkness. And you carry on traveling through. And could you please, Corbin, could you please give me a D20 roll with advantage, I believe. Hang on, just double check that. Yes, a D20 with advantage, please. No worries, Dazza, thank you. Muted. Muted. We can't hear you.
Sorry, I was saying I just rolled 2 d20s on this stupid little. I rolled a 1 and a 2. I am not using digital rollers anymore. I think I've said that every session. I've been like, I'm not going to use it anymore, and then I do it again.
This is one of the rare occasions
I'll
where
trust him.
low is better.
Okay.
On the random encounter table, 1 to 13.
Take it all back.
A 1 to 13 is nothing. Okay. Yeah, a 1 to 13 is nothing. And I made you roll with an advantage just to go as high as possible because of the noise
That's fair.
of the incident just now. But
It's
a 1
so
and a 2 is just what you wanted. That's very good, very good. So, despite the noise, despite the ruckus that you had to deal with there briefly, it seems luck was on your side, and nothing was nearby that could be drawn to the noise. And Ignatius, for that RPing of when that effect first kicked in, please take some inspiration.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
That's very nice. And Zakan, could you roll me a d10, please? All the tables in effect down here in the Underdark.
I mean, we are in the middle of pitch blackness on a lake where we can't see anything below us, so... That's a 7.
A 7. Okay. Thank you. You and those of your party with dark vision who can choose to call this out to the others or not, but as you're traversing through one section of these caverns, off on the side there is a small gravelly area, like almost like a small beach, and just off the edge of that there are some rather jagged rocks, which must be stalagmites that are sticking up from the bottom and have come up through and broken the surface of the water. And there is a vessel very similar to yours that is caught on those rocks and broken in two and starting to decay as it is, a mushroom. And you can see this just run aground on the side of the cavern. What do you do with that information, Zakan?
Zakan points it out, like taps Shushar and points it out, and so what does Shushar make of that?
Well, I will say that it rather looks like someone is not as fortunate as we are.
You believe they simply ran aground, or does that look like the work of something that might inhabit these waters? You know them better than I.
If they were familiar with the caverns, I would say a creature, but if they were lost down here, then I believe 50-50 is how you put it.
Indeed. They have a quick look around and to relight the light to see if they can have kind of a quick, better look at the boat to see if
Okay. So,
there's any
do you say?
circumstances.
Do you give any warning, or do you just blind everyone?
I think I think they like stop
Just
the boat and
destroy everyone's dark
call
vision
out.
for a second.
They say
Like snow blindness when you walk back
hold,
in.
hold a moment and shield your eyes.
It's like me in the morning when I just rip
Make
open
sure
the
we're not
curtains
in
in the kids'
danger.
bedroom. Good morning!
Ah.
Dad, no! Okay, so you warn everybody, and you shed light on the scene. And the rest of you can also see this grounded boat run aground on these rocks and broken in twain. So, kind of shows the fragility of your vessels. Are you just going to pass it by and carry on your way?
I just want to like make sure that in looking at it better, it wasn't like clearly attacked by something.
Yeah, actually, because I
Kind of
do.
screeching
I wanted to ask to do a perception check about the like surrounding area to see if I see any marks of like running or drag marks like after that boat, like it's all messed up, but did the people that were on it kind of get messed up?
Okay. Both of you give me... Actually, Zakan, yours would be investigation, and Corbin, yours would be perception, please.
Okay. I'll wait, you guys pick. Am I doing my dice or am I rolling the dice roll?
Physical's good. Physical's good.
Physical, okay. That's
Roll the physical.
perception. Alright, it's going to be a 12 on my perception, a 10 plus 2.
Thank you. Zakan.
We're not good at all. Zakan is real dumb. That's an 8 in total.
Oh,
An 8. Okay. I mean, you cannot make any more details from... Thank you, Daz. Have a great day. You cannot make out any more details, but you... just what you initially decided, that it must have been, just gashed on the rocks and destroyed. Corbin, you, on the other hand, are slightly more successful, and you see, as I said, it was a gravelly beach, and in the gravel there are distinct drag marks leading away from the boat towards the rock face of the wall about 40 feet away.
Are we still kind of all together in our little like 4-boat rafts
Yeah,
now?
the three boats, yeah.
Okay, 3 year little
We're as
tri-boat
close as
area.
can be.
Yeah, I think Zakan would have stopped when he noticed this and wanted to tell everyone, and then the other two would have caught up, and you
Okay,
kind
yeah,
of wrapped
I'm
it
going
up.
to sneak back, and Corbin gets like really still when they do notice it, and then kind of lean back, and it's like they are only speaking loud enough for the people who are close to them to hear them.
Yes.
So they're gonna try to make like Zarkon, because he can see, relay that I see drag marks, and they're going up to that cliff face, and they're like pointing really discreetly, like, look, nothing's happening. It's a really different kind of mode than what you see than the person that just kind of dived in the water a second ago.
Yeah. So you just really reminded me, like everyone, like ferrying up, like when we used to do canoeing and stuff. And I have a photo. Look, there's me. It's me.
whoa.
All rafted up in our canoes. Remember my sister
And
up in the fells.
it is so cute. You're always going on adventures.
Yep, a bit more mind-based now, but theatre of the mind now, as opposed to. But yes, yeah, we were lucky. It's a nice spot to live. Okay, so you, yes, point that out, and are you going to head over and beach the boats? You can. There is sections of this beach that are away from the rocks that you could safely get to.
Once I relay the information, I'm kind of waiting to be told what to do. There's always that lull after they say something, like they're waiting to be given instructions.
Okay.
Well, do you think it's worth checking? How are we doing on supplies? I don't know if there's anything useful there left, but maybe it's worth one of us sneaking over there to take a closer look.
If it's recon, I can do it.
It would be dangerous were we to lose one of our boats here in the middle of the Dark Lake before reaching destination. I would advise caution.
At the very least, we should just keep an eye out on the rock. Obviously, something is willing to take what's in the water. So if we're not going to investigate where they went, then I would suggest we keep going, but keep a wary eye on people or things that are willing to take us out of these boats.
I think that the safest course.
If the safest course is to keep going but stay cautious, then I am on board with that.
How does everyone else feel? Ignatius, Laura, Jimjar, Shushar, Edith. Please all answer individually.
Yeah.
I would like to know your opinions.
Can we make
Hear
it,
in your own voices. Thank you.
can we make it canon that every night when you go to bed you're like, night Jimjar, night Zakan, night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure to do that.
Available on the Patreon.
Well, how
Jim-
are we doing for supplies? It's been a couple of days, right, since we last gathered,
But
or a day or two.
that first time, and you had enough supplies to get to Slubrid up
Okay.
in that initial gathering of supplies, and then that was also added to by the Umber Hulk meat.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay.
A bit of extra
Extremely well
protein.
on that first forage.
Oh, in that case, yeah. So we just keep moving.
Plus,
Okay, yep.
I have that typically useless ranger skill of gathering food, which is like only useful in this module.
And you ask the others, and I think Jimjar is already saying to Ignatius and Elora, he's like, I bet you 5 copper I could go and I could find something useful.
Is that bet worth your life?
What's life worth without a bit of, gamble?
What do you guys think?
If everybody like I don't know, but we're not gonna do it. We've been sitting there, and the whole time Corbin has just sort of been sitting there like this, like, but am I going? But am I going? And nobody, and then they look and realize people are still questioning it. You just go.
Are you gonna jump?
You have a window to give me to give Corbin instructions. And this is why their family thought they needed some type of discipline. I don't know, but it's a window. You will realize this, and they go.
Okay. Are you gonna slip over into the water or just paddle closer?
Because we're close to the shore already, right?
Yes, you drifted closer to get a better look.
Yeah, they don't like splash in. They do like lower themselves down into the water, and then you just
Yeah.
kind of like see Zarkon just sees their head bobbing towards the shore.
A little otter. Okay. So yes,
We are going.
Corbin splashes almost silently over the side, and then just makes their way through the water and rises up as the floor rises to meet your feet beneath the water, Corbin, and you step up, dripping slightly onto the gravel, and there's a small, that's like that slight crunch underfoot, and then you smell it.
Gross.
Blood and slight kind of decay.
Maybe the first sign of danger.
Right? They do this weird they start doing this weird motion with their hand and then stop and goes, it's not here. And then like start like backing up, like really slowly, like kind of back into the water after smelling death.
I think you and Aurora kind of do like a bad boys thing. You like look at each other, dead guy.
Dead guy.
Sorry, that's a long way back.
Ignatius seeing this, just kind of pull out his javelin, getting ready, just in case.
Just in case. Gotta do like a quick peek in the boat.
The drag marks are away towards the cavern.
Yeah. Yeah, the drag marks are going towards the cavern. Not going
Well, sorry,
towards
the cave wall. Sorry, excuse me.
Oh, thought you just meant there was like a cave. Like, I'm not going in the den.
I'm doing that.
Oh,
Sorry. No, this is just a section
not
of
that
the
easy, John.
the edge of the edge of the cavern that you are in, which is raised up out of the water, and there are some rocks here. Yeah, the same rocks that are in the water, jutting up out of the water, continue onto the beach, and it kind of the drag marks go off in that direction and kind of disappear behind some of these rocks as you get closer. Now you can see further with the light.
Okay, they're
May
gonna hear
the
a
light of
whisper.
Zakan bathe your actions.
Save my leave me. But you guys are gonna hear oh yeah, they did, and they did that way. Am I still investigating, or can I get back in the boat?
I said there is no helping.
It smells of death. At least there's a dead guy here.
Hey, Avix.
It's a great place for you to come in on high.
That's right. There's a dead guy.
There's a dead guy.
They managed to defeat the Water Weird and carry on their journey through the Dark Lake, and they are now investigating a crashed boat. There's a boat that had run aground on the side of the water on a small gravel beach, and they found drag marks through the gravel, and they want to investigate what those are, and they've smelt blood and death on the air.
It's kind of gross.
A little bit.
Leave them to lie. Out of our element.
Did you say you looked in the boat as well? You peeked over the edge? Okay.
Oh, just one of those little, like, quick peeks.
Mm-hmm. Something immediately grabs your eye.
I knew it. Well, other than kind of silently going,
There's
if
no bodies.
something really does grab my arm, I'm gonna freak out.
No. Nothing living, nothing moving in the boats. But there is something you've seen before. Something you've seen Ignatius carry. There is a very similar great axe lying in the bottom of this makeshift boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
So Ignatius, you see... Sorry, please.
Oh, sorry, just, if only just to show him, if not, I haven't asked. So this would work out either way.
Yep. So Ignatius, you see Corbin reach into this broken vessel, and as they stand up, you see they're holding one of your regiment's axes, identical to yours. Yep.
Boy.
You see Ignatius's eyes go wide, and he immediately just jumps off the boat and starts swimming toward
Okay. Rage swim.
him.
Reach swim, and Corbin is just like holding the axe, like, I mean, you can have it, damn.
Okay. So, yes, you oh, sorry. I keep saying what people are doing. I should stop that. It's a bad habit of mine. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, I just jump off and start swimming toward it. Do I get there? Or is it...
Yep.
I'm not being quiet. I can't be quiet, so I'm just...
It's not in my vocabulary. Okay. So
like, you're like 7'10", you know. So.
yeah.
Even bigger now. Yeah, right. Yeah. So yeah, you just quickly surge through the water and splash up onto the beach next to Corbin.
Yeah, and go straight for the boat and just look inside and say, I need to see. I must see this.
I'm going to hand it
very
to
aware of
him.
anything moving.
I'm not gonna like stop him or like try to keep it away from him or anything.
And now that you're up here, Ignatius, you also see these drag marks in the gravel and blood as well. And Corbin, you could see that when you got closer.
Do I see anything else in the boat?
Just the axe.
Just the axe. See his nostrils start flaring a bit. He's breathing hard.
The drag marks lead further down to the back of the beach.
I must be sure. I have to go.
At least let me come with you. And turn back to Shishar and say, if things go poorly, then take the boats. Get yourselves clear.
Yeah, our good Twitter friends, Oathsworn RPG, have just come on by with a party of 8. Thank you so much.
Hey.
As two Durgar coracles, keel boats come splashing from the north as Oathsworn RPG and their party of 8 come rowing on by. It's like, how you all doing? Thank you so much, Oathsworn. We are nearly finished, but you come to witness the dramatic conclusion. So, good timing in some ways.
So yeah, Zakan calls out and also reaches the shore, and they are going to search the tracks, which will allow them to learn the exact number, sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Okay. With a successful check, or you just know?
I believe with a successful check, it would seem
okay, give me
unfair to
give me an investigation check.
Or not survival.
Yes, with tracks. Yeah, you're okay.
Okay. That's what they can do.
Go for it.
Not great though. That's a 10.
Okay. I'm afraid, difficult to make out more information than you already have. There's definitely something has passed over the gravel, leaving this furrow in, this marking in the stones, and there are various blood streaks and things on the surface of the beach, and it leads away. But there's just this one groove. There are not several grooves.
Just find your answer, but quietly and carefully.
Okay. You see Ignatius, he's really antsy. He's just like
Yeah.
Doing his best to hold himself back, but he's gonna try and be quiet.
Did you guys just walk away from us? Are we still standing there? Or are you guys just okay, we have to go check it? And I'm like,
I'm waiting. It's not completely.
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't supposed to be staying with the
pacing
boat.
on the shore.
Yeah.
So, Ignatius, what do you do?
I'm gonna turn the alarm and be like, you stay with the boat.
I mean, I start walking quietly as I can, but I'm not gonna wait any longer.
Okay, are you gonna make a stealth check or just go for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try a stealth check.
Same.
Welcome by Raiders. You're very welcome.
Group
It's an 11.
stealth check.
An 11. Okay. And Zakan?
14, and I'll say that they extinguish their light and are going to sort of lead the other two with them.
Okay. So, Ignatius, how do you react to losing your sight?
I'll slow down a bit, obviously.
Okay.
Zakan kind of overtaking.
You're fairly quiet. It's a decent roll, not terrible, but there is an inescapable crunching as you're stepping through this gravel. And Zakan, you follow the drag marks and lead them towards whatever lies beyond these jagged outcropping of rocks where the drag marks disappear. And as you make your way across the beach and round the corner of the jagged rocks, you see, Zakan, before Ignatius gets to, the form of a stocky, but in a muscular way, lean, athletic looking, fairly kind of elven looking features, slight points to the ear, and a wild shock of curly red hair tied back much like yours in real life. And the main thing and the source of this smell that catches your attention is their legs are covered in hundreds and hundreds of small lacerations, and their left leg, from the mid-shin down, is stripped to the bone.
They kind of take a deep breath and they say, "Prepare yourself, Ignatius. This will not be pretty to see."
What is it?
Before they do relight the light, they're going to cast their eyes and ears about to make sure that whatever did this isn't still in the area.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
That's 16 total.
Okay. There's no sight or sound of anything nearby.
So they say, going to alight it. It is a person of perhaps elvish descent with long, tied-up, curly hair. I know the color because dark vision doesn't allow you to see color. And they relight the light, maybe covering it a bit, just so that it sort of extends far enough to see the scene, and also so it doesn't blind everyone.
Yeah, totally. And
a gentle light. Ignatius is able to see it.
Ignatius, you take in the same scene.
Corbin turns around.
And Corbin.
Gross.
No, like you say it's hard to see. Corbin's gonna turn around, put the axe upside down so the metal hits the ground, and not look, out of respect for the dead.
Okay.
It's something for their monastery.
Okay. And
Cool.
Ignatius, you see the prone form, pale in the light of Zakan's magic. And as I described before, these hundreds of tiny lacerations and this loss of all flesh on the one side, just ending in the bone of the lower leg. You see the Eladrin from your unit, who you knew as Corporal Traya Isiton. One of those that was taken with you, who you had thought dead, now confirmed so.
Immediately get closer and just say, "No, can't be. You made it this far. How can you just die now?" Is it completely dead? Can I do a check or anything?
Give me a medicine check, yeah.
That is 18. I rolled really high.
Okay. These lacerations look like very small bites. And it's clear to you from your experience on the battlefield that she died from blood loss. And there's a slight pride in the strength of your colleague here, knowing how difficult it must have been to get away from whatever was doing this and get this far in this condition before finally succumbing.
I'll, seeing that she is in fact dead, just close her eyelids if they haven't already been, and pick up her body and kind of take it back just to find a place where I can properly send her off.
Okay.
Just stoically walking back.
You think if you spent the time, you could make a grave in the gravel and cover that over, away from whatever might come and mess with the body later?
I'll try and do that then.
Okay. As the group of you emerge back towards the boats, there's a slight kind of intake of breath as your friends who stayed back see all of you returning with this prone form. And everyone works together, almost in complete silence, digging away at the gravel. And you lay your comrade's body, as you've done many times before, and vow to yourself that if there are any more from the unit, if there are any more of your comrades still left alive, languishing down here in danger such as she was, you will find them. And together, you will all return to the Feywild where you can once more protect those you are charged to do so. Corbin, are there any funeral rites or anything that would be particularly done at the monastery?
The monastery is a traveling point. A lot of their funeral rites are mixes and specific to each of the different cultures, but they would know culturally what to do for an Eladrin.
Okay. So yes, you perform the correct way of, let's say, letting them be on their way and lie at rest here. And we shall leave things there. On this little gravel beach in the dark lake, closer to the Kotoa village, and for our own sakes, still in one piece. Thank you so much to my players for today. It's very interesting.
Thank you.
And a huge thank you to Oathsworn RPG. Do check them out if you haven't already. Those of you that came raiding with them, thank you so much. Thanks for sticking around. And we will be back later today for us in the morning over in North America, as we will be back in Barovia for our Curse of Strahd game, and they are in the midst of a wagon chase beset by direwolves and werewolves and strange ghostly wolf spirits that are trying to accost them and make their nighttime journey through the Svalek woods as interesting as it could possibly be. They are desperately trying to get back to Vallaki and the safety of the town's walls. Please join us if you can to see what happens there. Then, tomorrow, Friday evening or morning, respectively, we will be back in the Nine Hells in the first layer of Avernus for our descent into the Avernus campaign. Also on vehicles, also fleeing for their lives, but instead of direwolves, it's dragons. So, slightly higher level party. Do come and see how that plays out and if they will be able to escape. Although, war machines in Avernus slightly faster than horse-drawn carts, so I fancy their chances. Then, a very, very special thing. Definitely mark your calendars, set your alerts on your phones, whatever you need to do. Saturday evening here in Japan, morning back in the States on the East Coast, we will be having a wonderful Humblewood one-shot with our good friends from CarniSideShow with Chris here and Sylvie, and from Quest Junkies UK, Patch and Alicia, and also from the Orangy channel, Orangy themselves and Ives will be joining us. A wonderful, wonderful coming together of all these various streaming friends of ours that we will be having this Humblewood one-shot. Just one chance to see this, so please come on by if you can and enjoy the cute insanity that will ensue. Then, next Tuesday, we'll be back in Icewind Dale for our Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign, and we are very much looking forward to that. So, again, thank you to my lovely players, and Sam, I hope her move is going okay. She's moving house, moving on out. So I hope that all goes smoothly, and thank you so much to everyone for playing today. Thank you everyone for watching today, and as we like to say around these parts, matane. Thank you.
Matane.